welcome back to Project Home. This is actually video number 2 in our video series for our budget kitchen makeover. I always forget what it's called for some reason, but anyways, we're actually going to be replacing this sink tub. This is actually, I think, this is the original one to the house, if not close. But it doesn't have any anchors underneath, so I'm guessing it's just glued in. I've never replaced one this old before, so we're going to find this out together. I did actually just put this faucet in not too long ago, so I guess I should have waited, but you know, first thing we're going to do is pull this out and we're going to get to work here. I think all we're really going to need is probably a pair of channel locks and a screwdriver. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do, turn your water off. Then I'm going to just pop up top and just hit the water quick. If there's any residual I can get out of there. Perfect, it's off. Hot's off, cold's off, we're good to go. Now, when I disconnect those lines, there's going to be some water, which is why we have this cool watermelon towel here, which is the worst towel on earth. So I don't mind if I wreck it. So I'm going to start by taking these water lines off. Here and here. All right, there's one. Alright, so there's a couple of things we're going to disconnect up here. I'm going to see if I can show you on the camera. What we're going to have to do is get really up underneath there. So my particular faucet has this counterweight on it right here, so I have to disconnect that. Also, if you can see the two screws up there, there's one there and one over there. I'm going to take those out, spin that whole nut right off, and the faucet's going to pretty much fall right out. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to start, you can't see me, but I'm going to start undoing this nut here. And if you want to hold on to the faucet so it doesn't fall over. Okay, got that nut off, I got the weight off, I forgot about the counterweight to pull this into place. You see that nut, just one of the screws in that I was trying to show you, it just spins onto the shaft there, and then those two screws just kind of secure everything. So that's it for that. This guy's going to get set off to the side after we drain some water out of it, I guess. Okay, and away this is going to go. So this might get kind of interesting. That sponge out of the way. So next, we're going to want to disconnect the plumbing. So it looks like we got a dishwasher, so we got this extra little tube right here. That's just going to be, what is that? Oh, that's a flathead, isn't it? Yep. I'm excited the day they do away with slotted screws. Need to get a better angle on that. Okay. Get that out of the way. And you're just going to undo these. These should just be hand tight. Get that out of there. We're going to get this out of here. Oh, that one's a little tighter. Looks like they used a lot of seal on there. All right. And I'm going to get this out of the way because I know the new sink is a lot deeper than this one. And then this. Everybody's, setup is going to be a little bit different. Depending on your configuration, but you should have something somewhat similar to this. Looks like we found a straw. Had some goodies in there. That's probably kind of gross. Oh yes, that is very gross. I'm gonna throw that away. Yeah, that's pretty much it for getting the plumbing out. Let's take a look at getting the sink out now. Cause looks like it's just use some caulk in there or adhesive of some sort to seal it in there. So I'm just going to use my razor knife, go around the edge. And we're doing some work with the countertops too, so I'm not too terribly worried about cutting them. Let's see if I can get that seal broke though. I made a handful of rounds with the knife, really trying to cut up that seal good. So next, I'm going to use, I got just this little pry bar here. This thing's pretty handy, and a good old hammer. So all I'm going to do is just trying to break the seal. There we go. Got it. Okay. I'm going to take a guess and say that this thing is probably ridiculously heavy. So have Jess here give me a hand. Oh yeah, this thing's a tank. Oh. Alright, you ready?
Sure.
Oh. Let's pick it up and put it on the floor over there. Oh. Just set it over here for now. Might be a nice washout for the basement.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it out. That is the completion of the uninstall. What we're going to do is clean this up a little bit, and then be able to unbox the sink, the new one, and make sure it all fits. Before we get too ahead of ourselves here, I don't know what I'm going to use to scrub that up, but if you got one of those little blade scrapers, that'd probably work really nice. I don't have one, so. But you're like, get all that old caulk out of there. Okay, now we got it all cleaned up around here, nice and smooth. Got all that old gunk off of there. Just razor blades, a little bit of bleach, and a stainless steel scrubby. Got it out of there. So here's the sink. Kraus, I think it's pronounced. The KGD 54 black. Again, got that off Amazon. That's pretty cool. I opened this up a little while ago just to kind of make sure everything was in there, but something that caught me by surprise I thought was pretty cool. Silicone hot pads came with it. Had no idea. They're actually like pretty nice too. So as you can see, I already tore the top open here, but it's like all of our hardware. Just for mounting the sink. Not sure what that. Oh, that's the drain. Very nice black. Yeah. So what we're going to do first is find somewhere in here. There's going to be a little part where you can trace out. Because I assume that we're going to have to do some trimming. Ugh. Might need your help getting that one out of here. We should have done something else with the old sink. That's alright. Let's pick it up and just put her right over there. Pretty light compared to the old thing. Okay. So this thing is about 1/8 of the weight of the old one. So I think it's if I remember right, I don't remember what the material is, but it's made to look like a black granite or something. Just thought it was pretty cool. There it is. Cutout template is provided as a guide only. Must be checked against the actual sink. So they kind of give you some instructions, and you know, we might actually be good. If not, it's going to be close. I might just give it a dry fit quick here and see. But we're going to be doing a mounting from the underside, which they gave us the brackets to do that. Let's take a look and see if this baby actually fits without trimming. That would be nice. Okay. Well, looks like part of that dishwasher there is going to be in the way. Just bend that down for now. I'm gonna be pretty excited if this fits without having to do a bunch of cutting. Wow. I mean, I measured it, but to make sure it would fit, but man, that is gonna be nice, especially since before we actually install this, you'll see when we come to the install side of this, we're going to be doing some work on the countertops first. We're going to be putting some new laminate over the top of these, or a new vinyl. But in any case, yeah, it fits, so we don't have to do any trimming. If you did have to do trimming, you just simply put that guide down. You can tape it kind of in place with some painter's tape, trace it, and then use a jigsaw is the preferable method. I usually use another kind of saw for that, but want to use a jigsaw, cut it out. Pretty simple, but we don't have to do anything. So okay, well, we finished getting the old sink out and everything. In the meantime, we got our vinyl countertops done here, which is in a different video. But so next step, I'm gonna run a bead of caulk around the sink. We decided to use black just because the sink is black and I think it'll look better on here. So I'm just going to run a nice little thin bead around here to help seal everything up good. Oh, got a little carried away there. I know there's probably a bunch of plumbers out there that are a lot better at this than I am, but nevertheless. Once we put the sink in, it'll be pretty nice. Okay, got a little bead around there. Don't be too harsh on judging me on my bead. But next, we're actually just going to drop the sink in.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. We'll just line her up. There we go. Not bad, only had one little spot. I'll clean that up a little better when it dries. Yeah, it looks good. I'll probably run another little bead around the outside there, just to, of course I got it all over my hands, but I'll just run a quick little bead. It's the first time I ever use this black stuff. It's kind of watery. All right. Let's see if I get a bead on the back side. It's a pretty tight spot in there, but that's why I get a nice bead underneath it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to really get in there very well. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. Got the sink all put in. Our caulk is dry. So now we're ready to put this in. Looks like it's got just a big old screw in there on the threads. The thing I gotta say is I wish that was black too. Personal preference. I just think it would go in better, but then you got this piece here with your seal and everything. That's just gonna go from the underside. And it just butts right up to it, right there. And then we're going to take our big old screw. I have to find something, a big flathead or something to tighten that up with. There we go. I'm going to try and get that a little bit tighter, but I don't know if I got anything in here to tighten it with, so I'll try this flathead, see if that works. There we go. Good and snug. And it comes with this. This is kind of cool. I like this. It just sits in there like normal for your trap. And then when you want to plug the sink, you just push it down, plugs the drain. Thought that was kind of nice. Okay, and our little down pipe here. Ugh. We're gonna have to do a little plumbing, I think. I'm guessing that the drain pipe that was in there ain't gonna fit. I just got the seal in there. And before I actually button all this up, I will wrap this in tape. But just for measuring purposes and things. So, and this was the existing pipe here. Oops. Obviously we're gonna have to make some new stuff happen. And then we've got the, of course, the dishwasher that drains into that as well. So, yeah, this stuff's pretty gunky in that too. Kind of want to get rid of that. So we're going to end up running to the store, getting a new one of these guys, and of course if we can get one that just threads into that, it'll probably work pretty nice. This actually might work. I might just buy a new one anyways because this is kind of gunky. Yeah, if we're doing it, might as well do it all new, right? Well, let's see. It's actually just a little bit too long, not bad. I'm just trying to get a frame of reference for when I run to Home Depot. So you can kind of see if I come across right there, you know, I'm going to run right into my my P-trap. So I'll get one of these that's hopefully a little bit shorter. Another chunk of pipe like this, and then I just need another elbow to come down and in. That should be about it. So I'm gonna run to the store quick, and yeah, we'll continue on. All right, back from the Home Depot. I bought something I didn't even know existed. Simple drains. We're gonna try this out. Since this channel is, you know, for your just kind of average homeowner, do-it-yourselfer type of person that doesn't want to hire somebody. This looks like a pretty simple kit. I've never used one before, but let's find out. I'm also not the most patient plumber on earth. So, if something can make this easier, I am all for it. Looks like that's probably just going to fit into that, which is my down pipe. Yeah, well, it's getting stretched out there. Okay, did it come with tape? It didn't, so I gotta run out to the garage and grab some tape quick. Okay, got my tape. This is some pretty decent tape too, so make sure when you put this stuff on that you follow the direction of the threads. Okay. We're going to put our little down pipe on there. Of course, I didn't even follow my own advice right there. Do as I say, not as I do. You see what'll happen if you put it on the wrong direction. It'll start to come off as you're threading your pipe on. And then just hand tight. I like to get it nice. There we go. All right. Got that on. What else do we got with this little kit here? It says everything you need, so we'll see if that's accurate. We want our clamp to tighten things. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay. A little tough to get on, but nevertheless, we got her on. And guessing that there's a way that we put this on to make it threaded and everything. So it says that we can cut it. Step 2, cut in valley. I don't really know that we really need to cut it, but it says to get it into a rib. There's one rib only. Push fitting into ribs. So I got that in there. It shows to put this little seal in there. We'll get that in there too. According to the instructions here, should be able to just thread this right in. And it also gives you this little thing. Obviously we already got a P-trap on there, but this little guy here. Kind of holds it straight. I don't know if I really need it since I have that P-trap. Kind of like that. I don't know. We're going to give her a try though and see what happens. So if this works really nice, doesn't clog up, and you know, just stops the need of doing all that hard plumbing, I'm down for it. So once I try it out, I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, now we are ready to put the faucet back in. You know, when I originally bought this faucet, I just really was thinking about putting a black sink in, so hopefully it looks good together. Clean it up a little. So all we're going to do is put it about underneath, but you have this thread here, just like when we took it off. That's going to go down into there. I have these two brackets, this nut and these washers. And I'll slide over the tubes there and then just thread it up, and then it'll have the sink squeezed in between it. So we'll end up threading on like this when we're done. There's a couple of lock screws that hold it in place. So pretty much exactly the opposite of when we took it out. What I'll do here, feed those down in there. Along with that, line it up nice. That looks pretty good. Okay, feed some more of this down there. Okay, so what you do is hold everything like super straight. That right there. Just make sure everything looks nice and straight. While I go down, and I'm gonna have to climb in on this side. Alright, got my gaskets first, and my nut. Everything look nice and straight?
Yeah.
Alright. You put a little bit of pressure down.
Okay.
Okay. How does that feel? Nice and snug?
Yeah.
Or is it not floppy at all?
It's not floppy.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's good.
Okay. Then we're just gonna put our lock screws back in.
Okay.
Okay, and then we just hook everything back up. That's a nice little quick connect. There. And then we just hook up our hot and cold water lines again. Mine aren't labeled, but pretty easy because the hot water's got an extra one going to the dishwasher, so pretty easy to figure out what's what there. But I do want to get some new tape on there. Wish I had some thinner tape, but I don't. Hot water on. My cold water on. Give them a nice little plug with my channel locks wherever they went. Definitely don't need to over tighten these. Alright. Well, I gotta install the counterweight yet. One. All right, moment of truth. Turn the water on. We're off to a good start. I don't see any leaking. Okay. Cold water. I don't see any leaking there. I might trim that up a little bit, make it a little shorter, but my hot water. Yep, there it is. No leaking, draining good. This is actually kind of cool. I like this. There it is. Sink is installed. The only thing I got left to do here is we have a nice over-the-counter or over-the-sink dish rack that I'll put on, but that's the conclusion of our sink installation video. So this thing is great so far. I really like it. Super simple install for the, what is it, Kraus brand that we got on Amazon there. Beautiful sink, so, and it's big. We can fit a lot of stuff in there, which is good because I like to hand wash my cookware, so hopefully that won't be a struggle anymore. All right, well, thanks for watching the sink installation portion of this series. Make sure you like and subscribe and watch the rest of the videos for our complete kitchen makeover.